Hello, team, and here we are back again with another episode of Alotta Fun Plays. Today we are still using our Indi Blue profile as we are going to be looking at our weekly wants. So today we will be going through some of the properties and having a look at the housing some of the housing lots, which are really, really good. I'll just show you a couple of different things or different ways of being able to search the lots depending on what it is that you're actually wanting to do. So once this all loads through, we can get started. Okay, so here we are back again at Indi Blue's lot. And so to look at the housing that we need to do as part of our weekly accomplishments. So in our accomplishments, we've got show some love, which is react 5 times while touring homes in home tours. The second one is visit 15 homes. You don't have to vote on 15 homes. You just need to attend 15 different lots. So we're going to do this one together and then I will finish off going through because I do vote for all 15 houses that I visit because if I'm going to go there, I might as well vote. Okay, so let's go and have, well, first things first, weekly dailies. Um, cool, I can get both of these shortly. So let's go and have a look. So first off, this is your tour board. If you haven't watched any of my past videos, this is where you can come and have a look at some of the sites. It is a very, very early on quest line, as in within the first probably 10 hours of gameplay, that you will be invited by Tish to come and have a look at some of these. Okay, but if you've not actually been in here or not sure, because most people come in and they just go this one, tour home, and they see this specific house. They don't understand sometimes maybe that they can go and do different things which are listed up here. So that's your spotlight house. The next thing you've got is your boards that you can travel through. And then if you've ever submitted your own home, you can actually have a look at this too. So I was just shy. I was so upset. Just shy last time I put my property up. Even though you get all of this, it only goes on what you've got to reach the 500. But that's a different episode altogether. So this is the homes that you can tour. So the first tab here are the featured ones. These are people that have actually used like Taylor tickets. Sorry, not Taylor tickets, tour tickets to be able to put their house up and get them at the front of the list. One of the things I really like when I'm touring is if someone actually has somewhere either written down what they're going for so you know how to help them achieve their nameplate or whatever it is that they're looking for. But also too whether they've got one of the little signs out the front of their house that you can actually purchase from here as well. So when you go into the shop, there's different things, different nameplates, bits and pieces that you can pick up for yourself. Different jukeboxes depending on what sort of music you would like to have playing at your site. Some additional wallpapers and stuff that you can't get anywhere else. But as you scroll down, you get to this one here, sandbox signposts. So this is a post that you can actually put out the front of your property where you can actually write on it. And when you write on it, you can let people know what you would like to have. Um, what you'd like, you could put, welcome to my lot, please vote 3 or please vote 2. So I always look for these little signs at the front of properties because, yeah, I think that is a really good way of being able to do things too. So let's have a look at some of these. Now, typically, I don't do the featured ones. Okay, just so that you're aware. Also, too, and look, I know I'm going to get some slack around this, but I don't vote on default slots. If you've taken the time to set everything up and make your property look great and do all of that stuff, why not just take the simple step of naming it? Because that then helps people know what your vision is. Okay, it just really, really helps to be able to know, look, this is a witchy cottage. Oh, look, this is country living. Okay, so do that. Even if you just do this main plot, at least you've taken that effort to go in and be able to do that. Then you can come to the trending ones. So these are already ones that have probably got high, quite high results. Once again, um, but this is the one I tend to come to the most, okay, which is the latest ones. These are the people that don't necessarily have the or have been around long enough to have the tickets, because when you promote your property, you're only promoting it for 10 hours. It's not promoted for the whole week. It's only promoted for a period of time. Okay, and so that is basically, yeah. So these are the people that can't afford to promote. Normally, they're brand new people that are not sure what they're doing just yet. Okay, but let's go and visit 5 homes and do some voting. Now, just to preempt this, I will vote the highest that is already voted for. If there is no vote, then I will make a decision and vote from there. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so sunny side. Perfect. So let's go and have a look. So this is a lot of stuff. So your house does need to be appealing right from the get-go. I think it is really important because you're going to draw people in. Now, oops, sorry, wrong button. Now, as I have mentioned in the past or just a moment ago, there are these posts. So what you can then do is click on it. Oh, why is that not working? Here we go. Oh, and they haven't written anything. But what I would write in here is like, welcome to my plot. It is based on blah, blah, blah. Please vote this number. Okay. So it's cute that they've got it out the front, but I'm not quite sure why they would put it out there if they're not going to put something on it. Okay. So straight off the bat, this is telling me that these guys, this house is designed by a person who uses a lot of glitching. Maybe, maybe not. I do this too. I put this stuff from the estate house on the ground. It does look really, really good. Plushies up in the sky. A bit more here. Some of the very cool frogs and bits and pieces that you can get. Oh, amazing. A bwinger. I wonder why this is here. Sometimes they put them around the property, see, so that you can actually do things. I didn't quite make it to that one. Outhouse, yes, I like having the outhouses as well. I'm not saying this is what you guys need to do or what will make me vote differently on your property, but yeah, absolutely. Wait, how do you get in here? Okay, through here. Oh, that's the gardener. Cool, cool. Primary work area for the sawmills. And they're building. Bugs, worms, sorry, not bugs. Garden, all 9 blocks together. Very goodly. Fantastic. Yep, so they definitely got some stuff going on, which is amazing. We will go through the back, through inside and have a look in a minute. What they got happening in here. A lot of people use this as a bug collecting room. Yep, so they've got lots of queens in here, which are very hard to get. Amazing. So all of these bugs, so that you can display them like this. Ooh, rainbow tip butterflies. So that you can display them like this, they need to be star quality. Okay, so any star quality bugs that you have, you can put out on your property. Also star quality fish, not just the bugs. Cute. Okay, got their flowers around the outside. I actually put mine up in here. Cute. Done a flower ceiling. They're showing all of their skills. Amazing. all the different things that they've learned, which is fantastic. A little flower garden. I have this in one of my plots as well. Travel board out to the side here. Okay, let's do it. We're going in. Is this a, what sort of, is this the big state? This is the big house? Yes. Okay. What do we got? Got lots and lots of hours of work here, guys. Takes a long time to set all this stuff up. Bedroom, especially these pillars. Oh, nightmare. All the pictures. Very cute little nook. And the bathroom. Amazing. Very cool. A little study desk too. Amazing. What is this space? This is just a lounge space. Another bedroom. We will go upstairs, but let's just keep looking around. This is their production space with all their preservers. Oh, I like that mint green. That's actually very pretty. Super cool. What do we got going on in here? Kitchen space. Yeah, looks great. That would be the peppers you can buy. Very good. So these sorts of things here, your batter beans and these peppers and stuff, you can actually buy these. They're ornamental, but they do look really good if you're trying to sort of, I suppose, build a fake garden. Let's see what's happening upstairs. So they've got their bits and pieces across the walls. Curtains sideways, interesting way to do that. Fantastic. Got the little pod people up here. I didn't know you could get an infected pod. More fish, the small fish, which is a great place to be able to display that. So cool, I hadn't thought about using these shelves for doing my pods. That's actually really cute. Super cool. I like this. I really do like this. I am going to vote 1 for this one. Let's go and see what's happening at the next site. Autumn Shores. Okay, now I bring this up a lot. My suggestion would not be to build all the way out to where you first come into the property, as you can actually get stuck underneath these, we'll call them pavers, but underneath these boards, these floorboards, you can actually get stuck underneath them in the game. So that's a little bit annoying, and then you have to kind of reload again or change to a different one or do whatever you can. But it is super annoying to come into your own plot and be stuck underneath these boards. I love how they've got the flowers around here. This really does help hide the fact that you can't get like up and under the delivery bin, which is really good. So I do like the idea of having those flowers there. Makes a lot of sense to me. There's a letterbox. Oh, here in the front. Okay, don't know why I didn't see that straight away. I love these little braziers. I use these as well. They've got their gardener, so they can collect there. They've got their bits and pieces that they can collect their daily stuff. Very cool. A lot of the bugs out on little pedestals. Amazing. Okay. When I go to people's sites, I like to look around and look for tales of what they've achieved, where they are within the game. and that sort of stuff. So by looking at some of the bits and pieces, you kind of know where people are up to by the items that they have, like the wishing well here. You know, you've got to be at least level 10, you've got to be doing guild store stuff, even the hydroplanter. Once again, guild store stuff. So you've got to be up there and achieving to be able to get that. That's where that is. I was wondering where their pixie grove was. Let's head inside. Nice. Very, very cool. I do love this wallpaper in the right place. Fantastic. I love a good bookshelf. I can't make them. I'm not, you know, not that handy at glitching and stuff like that, so I don't have it. So they've done all of, like, a lot of their romancing, or they've romanced the male characters. Oh, their achievements. See, here we go. So this sort of shows you they've got level 50 on all of these ones where the gold ones are. Looks like they're still going for level 50 in hunting. Are still doing level 50 in fishing and in cooking. These are the ones that take they're the hardest ones to get. So this is kind of an achievement room. I love this. This is a great idea. And then a little storage space. So good. I have not worked out how to get those portals actually centered on the bricks. Mine always go off to the side, which is a real pain. Anyway, that's a different story. It's my issue, not anybody else's. Very cool. Oh, yep. So they've done. So these guys have. This is a well played person. They've got a lot going on. I'm not actually seeing a lot of glitching here. What I'm seeing is the ability to be able to move things into spaces, and sometimes that's just using a cup to be able to cram things together. It looks like they've just expanded their room and they have forgotten to move their paintings. Fantastic. I do like this wallpaper. I think that's the one you get out of the travel board shop. I've never been successful in deciding what to put into a space like this. I am very bad at it. I've made it into a bedroom quite a few times, but yeah, I've never really successfully been able to make it look amazing like these guys have. All right, so this is another one done. What are we going to vote for this one? There's no vote currently. I'm going to vote one. Okay, and then we will move on. Amazing. Herbalist Cottage. I absolutely love this landscape. I do not own it myself, but I think it is a beautiful landscape. I will eventually get it. I just don't have it yet. Ugh, love it. Okay, so the work they've done here, this is all elderwood stuff. I think this is fantastic. I really do. So good. They've really stayed with the elderwood theme. Even the bounce flowers. So good. Got their garden over here. How good does that look? All their preserved stuff. Oh, I haven't thought about using that like this. Amazing. Their bell to go to their ranch. Seed makers. Oh, how good is this? Love it. So, and this is their kitchen. Amazing. It is beautiful. Well done. This is great. So open. So, like, the windows are just incredible. They look amazing. Such a good job. Such a good job. Oh, they've built their own fireplace. Yeah, I love this. So many ideas floating through my head at the moment. So good. Well done. Amazing. Amazing. The amount of times you must have gone to the bounce to be able to get all of this stuff. Fantastic. Perfect. You've got Einar's net, which means you found that little poopy stone that nobody can find. Fantastic. I love this, guys. I really do love this. Oh, look at the work that you've done in creating this. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Fantastic. Why have you not featured this? Sometimes I just wish there was like an extra high score that you could give out. You know, not just, you know, wow, that's amazing, like a really good high score. Okay, let's have a quick squeeze in here. So cool. So many achievements. Is this everybody? This is everybody. Good work. I'm not quite there yet myself. I've still got a couple to go. Oh, amazing. Well, I really do think that you should feature this next time, because I think this property deserves to be seen. What have we got going on here? Your tinting table. Did I see something underneath? Oh wow, your crafting table. Fantastic. So much talent. So much glitching, but so much talent. Oh, big crack of thunder outside. Fantastic. I love this. I actually love this. It's not cozy, but I mean, it's, oh yeah, let's go 3. So good. Thank you for sharing it with us. It's crazy how good some of these people are. I know they're using processes that are not, that you've got to have skills to be able to do. It's not something that's specifically designed for everybody to do. And I appreciate the talent that they've got in that. But wow. How good is this? How did they get that out there? Whoa, look at all the stoves. This person must do cooking parties, I reckon. How pretty is that? I love this. I never thought about doing this as a round. Why did I not think about doing this as a round? Then you just put your twisted tree in the middle and grow it from there, and it will automatically grow into everything else around it. What a great idea. Wow, how many hours of work here, guys? This is so good. Oh, I thought that was a Martian for a second. I'm like, where did they get that plushie? But it's the back end of another one. I guess I've never walked around behind it before. So good. Crazy good. I just do not have this talent at all in my wildest dreams. But this is so good. Sorry if you can hear the dog next door barking, guys. As I said, there's a bit of thunder here at the moment. So I would imagine the dog's freaking out a little bit because he'll be at home on his own with the owners away to work for the day. Wow. Bam. Let's read. Welcome. This is a baking party site. This is for doing cake parties. Nice. Crazy good. Whoop, straight into the water. Nuts. So. Oh, I wonder what this one is. I would say it's probably much of the same. Crazy, crazy. Full-blown cooking party site. Wowza. How do you get the floor tiles? Oh, yep. So I just realised which building I'm inside of. Nuts. So good. Well, if cooking parties are your thing, this is the person to look out for. Am I saying it right? Halashi? Halshi? Baking parties work in progress. I don't know if it's a work in progress. I think you are done, my love. Done. Love it. Unnamed slot. So this is just a beginner. This is just someone who's just starting out. So we're just going to quickly jump to the next one. Okay, default slot. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't vote on default slots. Come at me if you want, but I do not vote on default slots. Another one. Guys, you're wasting your potential. Come on, name these properly. Okay. Once again, no votes on this one just yet, but look at all of this work. You can just stand back here and you can see how much work this person has put into this lot. Let's see if there's anything on their boards. Okay. Yep. Okay, someone's making a statement. And you are more than welcome to do that. Okay. I'm Australian, so this stuff about ice and stuff, I have got no, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know because, you know, it's always on the news, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the LGBTQ community, absolutely no problem with it. Members of my own family are part of that community. Amazing. I love these little fondants. These little fondant lights. I quite often use these when we've got to create our um, unique build item for the week. I'll quite often use those little fondants because they're able to be used all over your property. And if you're making a lot, they don't take up a lot of room. Oh, don't know if you guys can hear it, but here comes that rain. Sweet. This is very, very good. Wow. Look at all their star quality food. So there are some people that like to collect all of the star quality food. So they've actually got every single recipe to be able to create all of the star quality food, and you put it out. The other reason that this is really, really good is because they've been around for a few years. That was the birthday stuff from the year that I started playing. Yeah, the reason it's good to have all of this food out is that if you actually get a daily need where you need to have a soup or a stew or something like, you've already got it. All you have to do is pick it up, put it in your backpack, and then you can put it back out again. So it definitely makes life a little bit easier, especially if it's a really intense meal that you need to make. Um, cool. All of their pods, even their double ups, amazing. I would be trading these to get other ones personally. That is me though. You guys don't need to do what I do. Um, so good. As I said, I've never been able to make this space work for me. This is my flooring. I have this in most of my houses. How good is this? So good. And I mean, I know I have not even scratched the surface here, guys. There's so much more in this site. I love the honeybee stuff. So good, isn't it? Especially having a shower. The garden space. Makeshift trellis. Fantastic. Another amazing space. I love that they've recolored all the makeshift stuff. It does make it look a lot prettier and not necessarily makeshift. Beautiful. Very, very good. Show some love. So let's head back home, because the last thing I want to do before we log off today is to show you how to change the name on your plot. I know I banged on about it, and I just had a thought a moment ago that there's no point me telling you that I'm not going to vote for these places that are called default slot if I don't actually show you how to change it, because the honest truth is they may not know how to change it. Okay, so when you come into your overview, which on a computer is by hitting the H key, you will come through and you will see your upper view of your plot. This one is called current, and I don't put it on display, so it's not my display lot. Midnight Heights is my display lot. So yeah, so you come in here, and then if you want to rename your plot, you'd come into settings. And then when you're in settings, you have to go to this tab here. It's not easy to find. Okay, so you have to go to security, and you can then edit your plot name from there. So there is a couple of steps, and it's not an obvious thing that you will see straight away. Okay, so yes, come into the overview, go to settings, go to security. Okay, and then hit the edit key and you can then rename your property. Um, if you want to put other bits and pieces out, you can do that here if you own these pieces to be able to put out. Um, Same with the mailboxes. If you own them, you can pop them out if they suit your so this is locked, but I don't have this one. This is locked, I don't have this one. I do love me little froggy. He is beautiful, but I don't have that one out. So this is where you would do that customizations. Security, you can make your lot available for any player may visit anytime I'm home. So when you're at home, anybody can come and see your lot. Um, so this is good if you're doing like cooking parties and stuff like that, because people then can come to your lot without having to be friends with you. Mine is usually set to friends and party members. Um, some of them I do have as open, not a lot of them, but I do have them as open. But because this isn't, my current plot isn't one I would put up for show, then it is only to friends. So if we go to look at Midnight Heights, this is open to everybody. If we go to, is it Autumn Falls? No, hang on. No, that's open as well. I thought I had one that was actually a closed lot. No, okay, so I don't have a closed lot. I thought I had a closed lot. Normally what I would put on a closed lot is if it's normally because Rudi's with me, he's my husband, so um, he's quite often I have it open so that he can come and help me do things. But a closed lot would be something that you don't want anybody else to come to. So yeah, so that's what that would be. So I could do that on my fishy, something fishy lot. But what will happen is if Rudi is visiting me and I need to change across to that, because you can change plots when people are visiting your house. You can move to a different plot. That person just moves with you. But if your plot is closed, that person will be then kicked back to their own plot. Okay, so if Rudi's coming over to help me cook and I'm at my storage plot and I want to move to one of my other, um, ones that he can come and help me cook, personal barn, huh, what plot is this one? I don't know whose plot that was. Anyway, yeah, so if I move to a plot that he can't enter, then he would be kicked back to his own house. All right, so just sort of keep that in mind. I will very quickly just give you a quick glimpse around my plot because we're talking about plots. I'm not a huge decorator. I do like my flowers. I do tend to max out. This is maxed out on flowers, but I always max out on flowers before I max out on anything else. I think there are a lot of people in the same boat as me. This is where all my production stuff is. I love these gazebos, but they are so annoying when you're trying to do anything because you can't like get inside when you're trying to place things, and it's just real pain in the bottom to actually be able to decorate these spaces. Um, so then you come out and you go over my little bridge, or if you're on this side, got the outhouse over there. This is the area I'm currently working on. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here just yet, but because I can't add any more flowers, it definitely makes it a little bit hard. So I'm trying to use planters to do that sort of stuff. This is my kitchen space. I try to have three of everything so that people can come and help me cook. But I tend to have a spare bench over here because we like to make a lot of these bits and pieces, especially the fruit smoothie bowl because we've got characters that like these. Um, but this is the one I probably make the most, the pumpkin curry, because it's got um, a good focus value and it doesn't use like it's not huge process wise. I also can't flip when I'm cooking, so I need to do things that you only need to stir for. Um, so that's why that is one of the ones I like to make. Over here we have another space that I've been working through. Once again, maxed out on flowers, so it makes it a little bit hard. Um, before we go inside, got only a little bit of my fish and stuff here because I do keep a lot of them on a storage lot. A little pond there with my waterfall. Then when we come up inside, unfortunately the building blocks don't go all the way to the ceiling. So if you're trying to close the space off, so I've just decided to use these screens as my dividers. So this is my workbench and bits and pieces are in here. This is a messy space at the moment. Um, yeah, so I love the jade color. I think it's beautiful. Like a busy bee space here. Working through, I don't like the pink. I'm going to change this. It's probably all going to end up being jade. Yes, I know I've got 2 toilets. Quick look upstairs. This was different colors, but I'm just trying to work through what I like. Bedroom and then outside space. So very much a work in progress. I will probably never put it up for viewing, but just helps me kill time, I suppose is the easiest way to say it. That is everything from me, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope some of this at least was a little bit educational for you, but I do love touring plots. I am now going to head off and do the rest of the plots that I need to see, but I would like to definitely say thank you for tuning in today, and please make sure that you come back and see us again next time. Thank you. Bye.